vehicle.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
Have you ever wondered what happens when the line between justice and excess becomes blurred? In the world of law enforcement, where officers are tasked with upholding the law and maintaining order, there are instances when some individuals go beyond their duties. How can the misuse of authority by female police officers impact our perception of law enforcement? Join us as we delve into the intriguing realm of when female cops take it way too far, where we explore the stories of women in uniform who push the boundaries of their authority. Florida deputy fired for DUI. Last year, a deputy named Shelby Elise Coniglio from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office got fired because she was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. The incident happened late at night on May the 17th, around 1 a.m. It occurred on 4th Street North when Coniglio was stopped by the police at the intersection of 4th Street North and 108th Avenue North. When the officers came near her, she tried to use her position as a deputy to get out of trouble, but her attempt didn't succeed.
Okay.
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license registration? No?
What, is she new?
When the officers looked more carefully, they noticed some things that made them think that Coniglio might be impaired. They could smell a strong odor of alcohol when she breathed. Her eyes looked red and shiny, and her speech was unclear and slow. To better understand how impaired Coniglio was, she was asked to do tests while on the field. She reluctantly agreed to take these tests, but she didn't perform well. She kept stumbling and losing her balance, and she had trouble following a light without moving her head. Eventually, she was asked to take a breathalyzer test, and the results confirmed the officer's suspicions. Her blood alcohol content, BAC, was well above the legal limit of 0.08%. It was determined to be 0.15% or higher, which indicates a significant level of impairment. As a result of her actions, Coniglio was arrested and charged with driving under the influence. According to Florida law, anyone with a BAC of 0.08 or higher is considered too impaired to drive. Coniglio's BAC was near twice that amount, making her actions even more dangerous and unacceptable.
You're gonna check my eyes, what after that?
It depends what I see in your eyes. Check your eyes.
No, I don't want to see in my eyes. I want to see after that.
It's a building process, not a one test.
Immediately after she was arrested, Coniglio's job at the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office was ended, in line with the Sheriff's Office policy. Thankfully, there were no problems while she was being taken to the Pinellas County Jail, and she was released without having to pay any money on the following Tuesday. Luckily, no one else was seriously hurt or harmed due to the former deputy's careless actions. Now, let's move on to our next story, which involves a female officer who took money from a person who was a victim of homicide. Atlanta officer steals money from homicide victim. It's not something you usually hear about when police officers end up in the news because someone stole their wallet.
Police officer fired, accused of picking a dead man's pocket. This is an up-late update to a story we brought you last month. So what happened here? Well, Officer Keisha Richburg was let go today.
However, in 2019, there was a big news story about the Atlanta Police Department. One of their officers, named Keisha Richburg, got fired because she was accused of not handing in $500 in cash properly. The money was from the wallet of a person who had been killed. The police department released a video from an officer's body camera that showed the whole thing happening. It took place on June the 19th at the location of a shooting on Marietta Road, close to the Inman Rail Yard.
I just called in his job for him. That's fine. Okay. Step back for a second.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you. So in the bag?
I'm not gonna mess with that because it's
Yeah, of course.
for the.
A person named Kevin Geeter, who works as an ENT, was the first to find the victim's wallet. The wallet had $500 in cash. In a video, Geeter can be seen putting the money inside the wallet and giving it to Officer Richburg about a minute later. However, when Richburg later holds the wallet, the money is no longer there. According to the police report, Richburg transferred the wallet to her other hand, and the money was missing. The officer was fired by the police chief because officers need to be honest. Geeta, the ENT, told investigators that a bystander gave him the money, claiming it belonged to the victim. The police union is doubtful that Officer Richburg is guilty because they believe she didn't know about the money. Officer Richburg is appealing the decision to fire her and hopes to get her job back. However, this incident will remain on her record permanently. Federal Way officer has some advice for highway drivers. Around 1 year ago in 2022, a video of a police officer named Brianna Strauss from Federal Way, Washington, became very popular on social media platform called TikTok. Many people who watched the video felt uncomfortable or bothered by what they saw.
We're driving on the freeway in our police car. Get the out of the way.
The department quickly noticed and found that the video broke their rules, and the officer was suspended for 10 hours. You might be wondering what the officer did in the video that caused all the commotion. Well, in the 40-second clip, Officer Strauss, who was in uniform and sitting in her car, spoke to the camera. She was trying to inform drivers about what they should do when they see a police car on the highway. The officer also talked about the privileges that she and other police officers have while driving, which regular people don't. The video went on, and Strauss continued to tell her viewers that the best thing to do when they see a police car behind them is to move out of the way. However, it was the way the officer spoke and addressed her audience that upset many people. Some were angry because they felt the officer was talking down to them, while others thought she was justifying the abuse of power by the police and thinking they are above the law. Commander Kurt Schwan of the Federal Way Police Department reported that the investigation into Officer Strauss concluded on July the 7th. The department looked into any previous issues with her behavior and checked if any rules were broken. Despite not having any past problems, the department found that Officer Strauss violated 2 sections of the police department's rules, specifically related to personal behavior and social media use. As a result, Police Chief Andy Huang decided to suspend Officer Strauss for 10 hours without pay, which is like missing 1 work shift according to police records. When asked about Strauss's statement in the video suggesting that officers can find a reason to pull people over, a representative from the department stated that their investigation did not review all of Strauss's past arrests or citations given to civilians. They also mentioned that no complaints had been received against Officer Strauss regarding arrests, citations, or traffic stops. The incident and the outrage surrounding it were mainly limited to social media. And that wraps up our intense journey into the world of law enforcement, where the line between justice and crossing the boundaries becomes blurred. When female cops take it way too far, has shed light on the complexities and challenges faced by women in positions of power, and the consequences that arise when authority is abused. Join us next time as we explore a new topic that delves into the fascinating tapestry of human experiences. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and continue to question the world around you.